This video is sponsored by EA Game Changers. They flew me out to LA to experience hands-on early access to the new expansion pack to The Sims 4. The Sims 4 Island Living, which is such a beautiful game, and it's amazing. Y'all is not ready, but I'm so grateful I was able to get some beautiful content for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you again, EA, the Sims team, all the gurus and the devs for inviting me, and I had such an amazing time. And let's get to this video. You there? Yes, let's make sure you click oh yes, and then you yes. Okay, let's resume. Hi guys, DeeSims here and welcome back to the channel, and today I bring to you a key features video. So a lot of people have been putting out a little bit of this, a little bit of that here and there, but I want to make somewhat of like a guide of things about the Sims 4 Island Living and all of its glory and all of its good stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, just showing you some things either you may have seen or not even have seen, and put it all in one place so you guys can have like this like ultimate guide. I mean, I didn't get everything. That's why I don't want to call it an ultimate guide, but that's kind of what it is. Things you need to know, things you missed, big features, key features, and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I got a lot of capture content. I'm going to show you things from Traits and Aspirations to jobs and how they work, and just cute things like dolphins and mermaids swimming and all the cute stuff you can do in Solani. So we're going to start off in cast, and you see right here, the first thing is this randomized trait button. So what you can now do is you can randomize your Sims trait. You can pick an aspiration of whatever you choose, and then you can randomize the traits the same way you can randomize clothes, skin tones, things like that. So if you're doing some kind of 100 baby challenge or even your random genetics challenge, it's so easy with the press of a button. And after you randomize, you can still even go back in and change it. Say you wanted something but you didn't get it, you can still go back and fix it. So now we're going to start with the aspirations that come with the pack. So we have a beach life, which is a locations aspiration, and I believe you get the home turf. Yes, so you get the home turf, I guess, like side trait, and it says these Sims become happy when they're in their neighborhood. So I believe that's the same one like city living with their location. They like to be in the city. So they just added one for the beach life, so tropics and all that kind of stuff. This Sim would love to just always be in Solani, I guess, always lounging in their bathing suits. I guess we could talk about future stuff in this part too. I mean, well, in this video too, because I want to run some stuff by y'all, and I kind of want to get your opinion on what you want to see, because I kind of have two ideas for an LP, and I don't really know which one to choose. So we'll talk about that later in this video. Okay, now we're going to move on to the traits. And I believe this is under lifestyle. We get 2 new traits in Island Living, and the first one is Child of the Islands. These Sims experience a spiritual connection to the islands of Solani. Honor the islands by partaking in their culture, summon powerful elementals, and reap the rewards of their blessings or the consequences of their disfavor. And to talk about this a little bit, if your Sim has this trait, basically they're going to be, in the eyes of the elementals, we'll see how good they are in the island of Solani. If they're attending parties, if they're helping clean up the island, if they're just, you know, behaving positive towards the islands, if whenever you summon them, they will bless you. And I did not know, I didn't quite understand that at first, and I had this on her, and I think I may have footage of it. The elementals were displeased with me. So they show up as like these ghosts in these tribal type attire that you can see. Depending on what you've done for the island, which I had just gotten in game, and I was like, ooh, what's this? I haven't done anything for the island. So they were displeased with me. And I don't know how far it goes. It could be really, really bad. It could be really, really good. But again, I didn't have a lot of time for it. Oh, can they kill you? Is this a new death? If you displease the elemental, if you displease the elementals, would they kill you? Oh, anyway, moving on to the next trait, Child of the Ocean. And it says, answer the call of the ocean. Sims with this trait will prefer water-related activities and feel closest to denizens of the sea. So this is the one that kind of gives me the Moana feels. Both of them kind of do. So, yes, I think the best, so if you're starting out, I think what I would do is I don't know. You definitely can put both of them on a sim because I did that. And I guess the best one would be loves the outdoors. And, you know, you just stay outside and get burnt by the sun and just live your life and do your thing. But that's pretty much all I have for Cass. I do have a separate video showing clothing and mermaids and all that kind of stuff. That'll be coming out later this week. But this is just the main things I wanted to show you about Cass itself. Okay, so some things I want to touch bases on for the rest of the video is talking about water and what you can do in it and how open it is. I'm going to show you some stuff about mermaids, new social events, lot traits, jobs, and just some miscellaneous type stuff. And of course, some dolphins. Okay, so in this clip right here, you can see some of Solani. So I wanted to go around and show you the water because wherever there's water, your Sims can pretty much swim. I haven't ran into any limitations when it comes to swimming in the water and connecting water. There's not, like, you're not bound to your lot. You can swim out to that buoy over there where you see those dolphins. You can swim out now. You see the backdrop. You can't swim all the way out there, but you can swim within the waters. There's not a lot of limitations, and I thought that was really good because one thing I was concerned about was where I can swim and is there like some kind of border or anything. For the meantime, you can swim out as far as, you know, that's sensible, you know, and you can swim off right over to those houses. You can swim to that little food stand back there. And yeah, so here another thing you could do in the water is jet skis. So we have our Sim here. She's just floating around a jet ski. The water's so clear, like she's floating. I don't know, it's crazy. You can see the dolphins again back there at the buoy. That is how you find dolphins, unless you have a mermaid which can summon them. Next thing you can do in the water is pool floaties. Okay, pin. Pool floaties. Your Sims can hop up on the floaties. They can relax. They can nap. They can sunbathe. They can sunbathe in the nude. They can just sit there. I really like that, and it actually float. Okay, so like if your Sim fall asleep on there, you can actually float. You can put sunscreen on, as you just saw there, which I think is really cool. Another feature that I really love is snorkeling. So I'm pretty sure you find things while you're snorkeling as well. And there is a skill. I'm not sure if it's a snorkeling skill or if it's your fitness skill, but you do find things, and the higher the skill, the more valuable stuff you'll find, and I guess the more fun you'll have from it. I'm not really sure, but you can actually see them snorkeling. When they go scuba diving, however, you do not see them, but you can purchase things such as a spear and such as an underwater camera to capture pictures and catch fish and things like that. It's a rabbit hole, and they kind of bring all that stuff back with them, and you can sell it. And I think that goes along with the new diver job, which we'll get into. One thing I was obsessed with is how they get into the water. One thing I hated about Sims 3 is how slow they used to move to get into the water, especially when you used to work the lifeguard skill or job, because it took them so long to get into the water. Right here, it's something called wading. They wade into the pool, and it's much faster than Sims 3, and they just walk right in, get right in there, and start swimming. Another thing is, with the fitness skill, the more fitness skill you have, the faster you swim and the easier it is to swim. And you'll see different types of swim styles, such as we just saw her doing the butterfly stroke just right there. And once you are, I believe, level 10, you can do the freestyle, and you also have people swimming above water. So I thought that was really freaking cool. So just know in water, there's not a lot of limitations. You can really go through and do things that you want to do. They even updated some social interactions. I saw people, like a couple, kissing in water. You can talk in water. You can splash in water. You can also backfloat. So it's just a lot more things we could do in water. And if you're wondering, yes, you can ride jet skis in a pool. You can thank Dr. Gluon for figuring that out. Okay, moving on to Mermaids. So this is just the general menu you see when you click on the water. They can sleep, they can summon dolphins and things like that. And one need that has changed from human for mermaid is the hygiene to hydration. So they do need to stay hydrated in the water. And now we can see how they swim. I just thought it was so majestic and it just looks so nice. And then when you have all the colors of the tails that you see in cast and them in the water, it's just so freaking cute. And then of course, one thing I found really interesting is that they can sleep on the water and they do float. So yes, I didn't want to go too in depth about mermaids because I think that is such a huge aspect of the pack. I didn't want to spoil it for anyone, and there's just so much you could do with them. You can have an evil mermaid, you can have a good mermaid. It's just so much more to it. And I don't want this to be a spoiler, more of just the simple facts that you wouldn't have known from watching a trailer. So that's why I didn't go into an in-depth realization of mermaids. Also, I don't know everything about mermaids because we only had a set amount of time to capture content, and I had a whole bunch of other things I wanted to focus on. So mermaids are definitely a huge part of the pack, so I wanted everyone to be able to experience them for themselves. Next topic we're going into are the new social events that can take place. So something that's different, when you first move into any home in Solani, you have an island welcome wagon, which is different from a regular welcome wagon, okay? We don't do that. We're amongst the bouge. We have an island welcome wagon. And one thing they bring is kava, and kava is this drink. I would honestly think I probably would compare it to like maybe like a pina colada type thing, but they bring this drink over called kava. It's a special thing that they have on the island of Solani. You grow it with the kava root. We'll get into that a little bit later. And it's just something that brings everyone together. So they enjoy kava and they drink it and they talk, and it's just something different other than them bringing fruit cake, or if you have the Little Miss Sam's Mod cupcakes, they bring over kava, and you learn a little bit more about Solani, and it brings you a little closer in depth with the island. The next new feature your Sims can do is throw an event called a kava party. And the challenge reward is if you get gold, you get buried treasure. And it says, get a literal taste of island tradition by holding your own kava party. Use the special kava bowl to mix up your own batch and raise a toast to your friends, old and new. Disclaimer, excessive consumption of kava may lead to prolonged and extreme levels of relaxation. Extreme relaxation. So that is what the new kava party is all about. I will think of it, I want to know, like maybe like a little island mixer type thing. There is something else that I did not get to capture, which is like, I would compare it to a luau, and you can have it where next to a volcano, the little lot next to a volcano, and it's more of a luau. There's dancing, there's the huge leaf grill pit in the ground, and you can make like a pork adobo. You can make a whole bunch of things in there. We'll discover that as well. But that's more of a luau. That's more of like your party scene that you'll see on the island. Next thing you'll see is something from like the NPC random spawns. It's similar to City Living, very similar. Like when they randomly come over and have like a Friends Day or something, they have something here called extra food. And this is when the neighbors come around, and they come around and like to cook, and it says extra food. The neighbors around here like to cook, so when they heard you hadn't eaten a substantial meal in a while, they decided to bring you over some of their extra food. And the neighbor says it looked like you could use some food, so we thought we would drop by if you wanted some. We had plenty of extra food to share. So I thought that was really freaking cute and cool. They bring over some extra food, and it turns out in this situation they brought over some I think it was like pork luau or pork something. I can't really remember, but I just like that kind of island feel, that hospitality you see Kahlua pork. That's what it was. So you see the Sims here. They all come in and they eat and they talk. They stay for a while, and that's a great way to make friends. And I just like that sense of community. It's really nice. Okay, moving on to a lot trait. So we have 4 new lot traits in this pack, which is really good because lot traits are becoming a much needed thing. First one we have is our clothing optional. It's our nudist lot trait. It's pretty much for new beaches. Embraces open, natural lifestyles, empowering visitors to shed their clothes, pretty much. So yes, you can have new beaches, and this is only on community type lots. Next we have island spirits. Ancient island spirits inhabit this lot, visiting frequently. How will Sims choose to interact with them? I believe they come in the mornings. I don't know if they offer anything special, but it's a new little ghostly feature for the islanders, ancient islanders. Next we have volcanic activity. This lot is near an active volcano. Be aware, earthquakes, steam vents, and occasional lava booms. Okay, or bombs, D. Lava bombs happen. So there's like this big thing. The screen shakes. There's an earthquake. You can see lava like hitting stuff. It's pretty crazy. I haven't experienced it yet, but I have seen it. But I haven't experienced it. And the one that I'm really freaking excited about is the off-the-grid lot trait. So this lot is connected. This lot isn't connected to electricity or plumbing, meaning no utility bills either. Talk about natural living. So the best thing about this is as soon as I put this lot trait on, and I think I have a clip showing you, the lights goes off. And you have no cell phone reception. You have no Wi-Fi. You have no electronics, nothing that contains electricity. So your lights are off. This is a lot trait. You can make something with a whole bunch of natural lighting, maybe even using like the open roofs. We do have a new floor tile that is complete glass, so you can put that over, say, like your second floor and have like more light shining down. So if you're into natural lighting, eco living, I think this is perfect. I know some people were talking about doing like an eco style LP where if you think about laundry day, you can use your wash bucket and you could dry your clothes out. Just like adding a whole bunch of different other packs, like it goes really well with the previous packs. And that's something that I really like, is when they include stuff from previous packs to still work with like the future packs. And this off the grid lot trait, I think that'd be perfect when, fingers crossed, when we get cars. Like hopefully we have like the addition of bikes and just being really conscious of how you're treating the environment and stuff like that. I really love this lot trait, and I do want to play with it. But as soon as I put them things on and my lights went out, I got nervous, honey. Got nervous. Moving right along to jobs, something I am so freaking excited about in this pack is the addition of the new jobs. So the main job that was the big one was the conservationist. It is an active career, so you can actively go out into the world and do this. I think it may even take you to a special island that is your job to conserve and beautify and all that kind of stuff, but I am not 100% sure. I'm so excited about this new career. Okay, let's get into it. So it says, you've watched every nature documentary out there. You know just how much the planet is in danger. From educating the public to performing research expeditions, you want to truly make a difference. Change won't happen overnight, but keep at it, and your hard work can lead to thriving ecosystems. And your branches are the environmental manager or the marine biologist, which makes my heart so full, because before I even entered college, since like the age of 14 to like 17, I wanted to be a marine biologist. Then I figured I had to take chemistry, and I was like, whew, that was short-lived. Anyway, I don't know. Can you actively work with dolphins? I have not touched this because I wanted it to be a complete surprise to me when I play it in my new LP. So yes, I was very excited to even learn about this, and I can't wait to get in depth and see what exactly is in store for that. So definitely keep that in mind going forward. Another addition is they now open part-time jobs to adults. So all previous part-time jobs that was in for teenagers, adults can now have those as well. with the addition of shifts. So you can now have shifts for a morning shift or a night shift. And I did test that you can have two part-time jobs at the same time. You can have a morning shift of one part-time job and an evening shift of another part-time job, and you can technically have two. You cannot have two of the same one. So you can't be a lifeguard in the morning and the afternoon, but you can be a lifeguard and a fisherman. So that's some things we're going to look into now. But going back to those jobs, you see one of our jobs that we have going on right now is a diver. And this one does not have a shift. Like some of them don't have shifts. So the diver is one of them. Grab your snorkel and get to work. Being a diver is all about exploring the depths of the ocean floor. So that's another way you can make a living. You can actually, I believe you definitely get paid for it. So why not? Go snorkel and get paid for it, honey. And we also have the lifeguard, which you can see they have shifts here. Now, someone did get far enough to where you can patrol the beach. I don't know if you can do CPR or anything like that, but I know once you get further ahead into the career, you can patrol the beach. So majority of the part-time jobs, the diver, the fisherman, and the lifeguard, you can do on your spare time. But between those hours that you're booked for, you get paid. So you can still perfect these skills outside of work, which I think is really cool. And Lord, look at what we have here. A fisherman. I'm so excited. Like, Derek don't even know. He don't even know. Like, Derek, if you don't know who Derek is, it's from my Single Father LP. And he has been a fisherman since part 1. And now he can get paid for it, hunty. Yes, I'm so excited. So it says, relax by the water and let the fish come to you. It's all about how you catch them. Hook, line, and sinker when you're a fisherman. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So again, we have shifts, and you can get paid. And there's been like a whole rework to the fishing thing. There is, I believe, 10 to 12 tropical fish that they've added with the pack, so that's been added to the collection, as well as these new things right here. You can see our traps. You can set these traps and come back later on and see what you catch, as well as in Solani there is like sometimes off these piers there are like big netted areas where there's fish inside where you can go and fish. I'm just so excited about this whole edition because I've been wanting a fisherman career for so long. I believe I even paid a CC creator or a modder to make me a fisherman career a long time ago, but when the patch broke, it broke. But I'm just so freaking excited. Last part of the jobs, they added in something called odd jobs, which I think are really cool. It's a quick way to you to get some quick money, but they're called odd jobs, and basically you can call them starting at 8 a.m. in the morning. And people have like these odd jobs. Think of it as like if you went to Starbucks or something and you look on a little community board, you'll see all of the random things that people have waiting for you. So we have people who are moving, people who need a coconut, people who needs taking pictures, and it tells you the person who asked for how much you're getting paid, what time you're needed, a little description, and the recommended skill you need for the thing. So sometimes you don't need any skill. Like there's one on here where they're just like, I need you to get a coconut because my friend's saying they grow from the ground, and somebody's saying they grow from a tree, so get us a coconut so we can find out. And you don't need any skills for that. Then we have people who saying their jet skis need waxing and things like that, or people need you to go take a picture of coral reefs underwater, or so depending on the job, you can either go and do it yourself, or you'll go, like for the guy who needed a waxing for his jet ski, you'll leave the lot and you'll come back later, and you have done this, and they'll either pay, you can either pass it or fail it, and they'll either pay you or they don't pay you. And of course I wanted to see what this was all about, and I didn't have level 4 handling skill, and I failed, so it was a complete waste of my time. So yes, I don't know what she's doing. Don't ask. So with all of that being said, jobs have definitely got a rework. I love the odd jobs. I love the addition of part-time jobs for adults, and being able to have 2 of them is even better. So I just love this whole rework overall. And another reason why the patch and Island Living is just killing it, honey. So last thing of our top 7 is kind of just a little bit of everything. So I called this the top 7 key features of Island Living or something on the lines of that. And one thing I always love is the addition of new foods. So like I said, we have Kahlua pork. I believe we have an island vegetarian feast. I'm pretty sure there's more. We even have us a new drink called the Colada. I can't really see because I'm looking from behind. Also on the new boats, you can fish off of them, something I freaking love, and Derek is gonna get. Just like small things like this really warms my heart, because these are the small things that you want. Also the addition of this beach vending machine, kind of similar to Granite Falls. You could go there and you could buy, say you forgot your jet ski at home, or the new harvestables, which we have 4, which is a coconut, a pineapple, a kava root, and a taro root. They all grow in spring and summer. You can buy those from here. You can buy floaties, a portable lounge chair, all those good things, fish traps, etc. Also, you see our evil mermaid here is swimming to the other side of the island to collect some seashells. So that is also a new collection. We have the new collection of seashells. You can find them and you can sell them, or you can collect them. I'm not sure if you get something special when you finish the collection. I honestly have never finished the collection in the Sims 4. I know that sounds really bad, playing this game for like 4 or 5 years. Still never completed a collection, but you get a ton of new shells, and they have their same like rarity, like if you find crystals or diggables, all that kind of stuff. Another thing you could do that I freaking love, you can comb the beach for treasure or seashells, and that will bring up some stuff. You can also make sand castles. Adults can make sand castles. Kids, I believe even toddlers can play in shallow water. It's just amazing. So these are just some of the small things that kind of warm my heart about the pack that I love, that really gives you that island feel. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick was the seasons aspect of this. I did ask, and this world you will not get a lot of snow or anything like that because it is a beach world. You get more of a spring summery type of vibe, and you do have something called monsoon season, which is either the end of spring, early summer, or end of summer, early spring, where there's just a ton of rain. Very, very common, very realistic, what you'll see on a lot of islands and things like that. So right here, I'm just about to flood you with a whole bunch of screenshots I took the Solani. It is a beautiful world. It is really taking my heart away from Brindleton Bay, because Brindleton Bay is absolutely my favorite. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I just love the art style of all of this. Oh wait, before we go though, I can't forget to sneak in a little clip of the dolphin. So I'm gonna sneak that in, and then yeah. So
Chalana Zamwiki de DC. Niboa, Udage Nagoa. Oh, Borba. Oh, yes. Honolulu Torka Skufiki.
So going back to everything, Island Living is an amazing pack. Like I'm blown away. Like the trailer took me back, honey. Everybody know when y'all saw little cute butt walking up into the water. Ooh, it was too freaking cute. So I really hope you guys enjoy this pack. I hope you enjoyed this video giving you the top 7 key features of Island Living. I hope this video helped you. I hope it gets you excited and pumped. If you do not know, this pack will be released on June 21st. We are getting a patch very soon that's going to add in some of those key features we talked about today. Not all, but some. And yeah, I hope this video helped you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And Comment down below if you're excited for island living, because I know I sure am. Okay. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember to stay beautiful, stay lovely, and have a grand day. Bye, guys.